back to the channel. Unfortunately, I am alone today. We missed a week last week. Kids were getting out of school. We were planning a vacation, ended up taking a vacation, so we just didn't really have any time to do any filming last week. So we're back on Big Papa today. I guess it's gonna stick. I don't know, we're gonna roll with it. I like it well enough, I guess. But unfortunately, the girls aren't feeling very good today. So Marissa's in the house with them, taking care of them. They're not feeling the greatest. I think they just got a little cold or something. But no big deal. I'm out here alone, so this is going to be just a little bit finicky. I brought service truck home from work today so that I can use the air compressor and we can pressurize the tank on this thing. And hopefully, maybe hear this thing run. Plan is I was gonna do fresh fuel filters, all that crap, man. I've changed my mind on all that. We're just gonna roll with it. We're just gonna see what happens. Phew, excuse me. So, anyways, gonna try to get fuel up to the head on this thing and see if it'll fire up and run. So let's go ahead and get after that. It's gonna be pretty quick. Get right to it. I just flung this thing open. Always got to look around. God, you never know what's going to be in these things. Been sitting out here in the field for weeks. Whew, man, always freaks me out. I'm always afraid there's going to be a snake or something in here. You just never know what's in these things. But, for the most part, I don't see anything. So I think we're good to go. So, the compressor is being rather finicky on this friggin' thing. We put a new fuel pump on it today because it wasn't making no fuel. And I have still yet to get my tripod from the storage lot. So that's just great. We're friggin' winging it here. Let's see, does it have any air in it, or has it lost its all? Oh boy, we have a little bit. All right, let's see if we can get her fired up long enough to fill the tank with some air. Maybe. Whew, man, the jet ski's full of water. Golly. I need to sell this thing. I'm ready to sell it. That's what I need to do. There we go. Get all that water drained out of them footwells there. Okay, anyways, back to the task at hand. I think, man, I'll tell you what, dude. I really miss having my wife out here. This really sucks being by yourself. And she's actually a lot more help than what you might think. I have nobody to hold the phone. Let's see. Oh, there we go. There we go. Alright. Got her off there by ourselves. Ooh, what we got here? Is that just oil? Oh man, that's diesel fuel. Wonder how in the world did that happen? Where'd the diesel fuel come from? It's weird. Man, I don't like that. For some reason I've got diesel fuel in the bottom of there. I don't know where that's come from. Well, I don't think we ever got this thing primed up to here. Game plan is right now, I need to snug all these lines up except for this back one here. Same thing on cylinder 3 up here. Snug all these up. And then, let's see. Oh boy, rack's still free. That's good. That's real good. Oh, let's see here. Climb back out of this thing. Oh, Let's see. 13, that's close enough. Man, I feel like it's bigger than that. I'm gonna crawl up in this thing. It's not gonna be the right size. So now, snug all these lines up. I guess I probably should have updated you guys, but we did get this thing unloaded last week. That is the one thing that we did do, because we needed the gooseneck at the shop. And then I ended up not taking it anyways, but so I guess as y'all can tell, it's not on the trailer no more. And so I do apologize, I did not update y'all on that. But we do have it unloaded off the trailer, which we did record. So I will roll that clip now, sped up real fast. And we're back. Okay, so as you've seen there, we got the truck unloaded. We just drug it off with my truck and let the winch handle it off. Now I'm just going to pressurize the tank here. I'm just going to see if we can get some fuel to come up out of that back fitting right there. And let's see if we can pressurize this tank a little bit. If I have enough. I don't think I have enough air. Okay. Put the lift gate down here. See if we can choke the old girl here. Maybe too much. Success! Compressor is running. Aha, success. Okay, so now that we've got fuel up to the head, I'm going to put this last line back on. Now I'm going to do the nasty task of blowing this head out here and try to get some of that rust out of there. But man, that really sucks because it's going to cover me in diesel fuel. Well, that really friggin' covered me in crap. Man, it covered my camera too. Goodness golly, Miss Molly. Alright, next step. Juicage. Some juicy juice. Ugh. They don't get any lighter, I'll tell you that. Oh gosh. I don't remember which one's which. Oh man. That's a crapshoot. I don't know if that's right or not. Man, that door needs some love. Let's see, did I get it right? Oh boy, seems as though I did. Where has my bucket lid made it off to? Seems to be MIA. Mr. Bucket Lid. Is it under here? Aha! Still under here. It's great news. Get you out of here. Okay, so there's our, oh my gosh, it's running away. Shut it down. Man, I sure hope not. Oh, I sure hope not. Okay, vice grips are on. Let's see here. Transmission is in neutral. Park brake set for whatever that matters. Huh. Boy, I'm nervous. Guess we'll try it though. Lost power. Sure hope my battery ain't dead. It's gonna really suck. Oh, let's see. I need a tapping device. The old adjustable hammer there. seem to be having a fuel issue. Let's just go ahead and take this line off again. Okay, got a pretty decent amount of fuel up to it there. We will definitely have to do an oil change on this thing when we're done. Not being too nice to me. And why is that? Let's try this. Let's try taking this line off. Let's see if I'm getting any fuel. Okay, so it does eventually start getting fuel. So fuel pump seems to be good. I wonder if our diesel fuel's just too old. I don't know, man. I feel like diesel fuel will run in a lot of different situations. Man, it just don't want to run. I wonder if the exhaust is stopped up on this thing. It's a bit of a long shot, but I've just seen them do this before, seen some old diesels run like this, and the exhaust is stopped up. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and pop the exhaust off right here at the exhaust manifold and just see what happens. Y'all went for a ride again. Aha! I think we're onto something here, boys. I think we're onto something. Look at the way that smoke's coming out of there. I believe we're onto something. I bet she'll breathe now. Give her a shot here, boys. Well, that clearly ain't right. I mean, it's running like absolute garbage. And smoking the whole time. I really thought we was onto something with the exhaust being stopped up. I really did. Well, what in the crap's going on? Maybe that fuel's just way too old. I didn't really think diesel fuel really went bad. But that sure is what it seems like. Well, there's all you get out of it. It blew some crap out of the exhaust. So I do believe I'm right for my thinking that the exhaust is stopped up, but we got more than enough air breathing out of that exhaust, I believe. Should be flowing freely. It is making air pressure though. Pretty cool. Let's see what happens when you hit the brake pedal. Wow. That's impressive. Very impressive. Well, I don't know what the deal is, folks. She just runs terrible. But I'm guessing, as bad as that diesel fuel looks, it's just lost its cetane. It's really quite the pain to try and get that intake off the side of the blower too, to be able to check and see if maybe that's related to something. So that sucks. I swear it acts like something's stopping the intake or something up, but man, I don't think there's anything in there. And unfortunately, I can't tell. Okay, we're back out here. I've got some fresh diesel in the truck, and I've been kind of pondering on this thing. I really just don't have a whole lot of confidence that fresh fuel is going to make this thing run all that much better. I know diesel goes bad, and I hope I'm proven wrong today. But I just feel like most of the time, I don't know, I've started some old stuff on diesel that's been pretty old and it's ran pretty fine. So I guess we're gonna find out. Bad part is this truck is on a little bit of a hill here, downhill incline, whatever you want to call it. And there's quite a bit of fuel in this side of the tank that I can't get out because the drain is up towards the top of the tank. So we're just gonna have to dilute it down the best we can. A couple theories. I'm thinking while it's running, I can try pressurizing the tank to see if maybe it runs any better, see if maybe it's like a fuel filter issue, stoppage, pump not sucking right, stuff like that. See if fuel pressure, extra fuel pressure helps it run any better. And then if that doesn't seem to do anything for it, I kind of wonder if it's sucking air somewhere maybe. I know air in diesel, I mean, we've seen it at the shop, cause them to white smoke and stuff and run really bad. Aerated diesel is terrible, you know. No diesel likes aerated diesel. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm used to working on more modern stuff, you know. So, when I work on stuff like this, it kind of throws me for a loop. Most of the times I overcomplicate things, and I don't really check the simple stuff first because I'm used to working on computer-controlled, complicated stuff all day. So, sometimes I'm a little stumped when I don't have an OBD2 port to plug into. So, let's go ahead and get some fresh diesel in this thing. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to take this back line back off, I'm going to run a hose over here, and I'm going to pressurize the tank, and I'm going to pump fuel out until it turns clear. This is going to be really tough to do one-handed and show you guys what's going on. I'm really missing having Marissa out here to help me. This really sucks without her. Or a tripod, but Marissa's a lot better looking than a tripod. Oh, let's see here. What can I do? Wonder. Oh, man. That actually works really well. Okay. Fire in the hole. Okay, just started getting some fuel up there. Let's try again. I don't have any confidence that the fresh fuel is going to make this thing run any better, but try it, right? So, cranked on it a bunch more. Got the service truck charging the battery. Not running any better. Nothing. I've decided I'm going to pop these filter bases off. See if I can see what they look like inside. I don't know if it's going to tell me anything, but it's going to be worth a shot. So, take this big bolt out. This should drop this thing down. Alright, so I cleaned that out with brake cleaner. It looks pretty good. I'm not even going to put the filter back in because I'm confident that is not the correct filter for this thing. So that's not helped this situation at all. Having the wrong filter in it, I'll tell you that. I can only imagine what the one up here on the motor looks like. Alright, I got this filter out. Now this was proper. This one was sealing like it was supposed to. This one, however, you can't really tell, but it is black as coal inside. And stupid idea, but for the sake of this experiment, I went ahead and took the filter out. We'll see if it'll just run for a second any better. I've pre-filled both filters with ATF, so it should fire up on that. Guess we'll see what happens. I got both filters in, pre-filled with ATF. And let's see. Alright, so I was cranking on that thing, and the driver's side fuel filter was absolutely just dumping fuel. I had missed the O-ring. The O-ring had come out of its groove. Then as I was crawling under the bumper, I shoved my hand in a wasp nest, got stung in my fingers, didn't even know it was there. So I'm getting irritated quickly. But let's see, that's all part of the experience. My finger's swelling up, it's thumping. I ain't allergic, so I don't think anyways. Let's see. Hopefully, it won't do that no more. Let's take a look. Let's crank it here. That's all it'll friggin' do, man. That's it. And it don't even sound like a Detroit. Like it just, I don't understand, man. I don't know what I'm missing, but it just don't sound right. It don't run right. It smokes the whole time. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, man. Talk about confused, man. Because that's me right now. That is me. Ow. Now I burnt myself. That ground was hotter than a firecracker. Let's see here. The one on the top side is positive. So let's go look at that. Top side of the bell housing, positive. Let's see. Battery's too low for flash. Crap. Top side of the battery, positive. Yeah. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Top side goes to the ground. What? There ain't no way I hooked this battery up backwards, is there? Hold on just a minute. Boys and girls, I gotta check something here. Let's see. That's ground. Huh. Oh wow, hold on a minute here. I traced the battery cables, and I swear I had them hooked up backwards. Oh my gosh. What is that? That's an air buzzer? Is there some way this thing's running backwards? Am I crazy for thinking that? And would that really? Nah, there's no way. I'm silly. I'm goofy for thinking that. Yeah, there's no way. I did have the cables hooked up backwards though, which is crazy, but it's spinning clockwise. And surely the exhaust would be the intake if it was running backwards. I don't know. I was theorizing. Somehow I did have the batteries hooked up backwards. I think I heard someone say Detroit's would run backwards. I don't know, man. I'm confused. So yeah, they can run backwards. But I just watched the video, and although it white smokes like crazy, just like ours does, it does it out the intake. Which would make sense, I guess. I'm just really stumped. Really stumped on this thing. I can't believe I had the batteries hooked up backwards and it still spun, you know, whatever regular old direction. But I definitely had them backwards because that's the air buzzer buzzing now, I'm pretty sure. The low air buzzer. But it's not making air pressure now, which is strange. I don't really know why that is. Well, this is getting old quick. My phone is about to die. I don't even know if it's going to stay running or working long enough to do this. I think I figured it out. I can't show you all because I don't have a light, but down here on the back of the blower, I finally found is the emergency shutoff. Best I can tell, once you flip that lever, it pops that valve up, shuts the intake off, and you have to pick the valve up and like open the valve back open. It's like a spring-loaded type deal. I'm pretty sure it was shut. Pretty sure it was stuck shut. I'm almost positive it was. Almost positive. Let's try this thing. Woo! We figured it out. Man, that's so exciting. We finally figured it out, guys. That is so exciting. I will try to get some light down there and show you all that valve on the back of the blower. I had no idea. I couldn't find anything about it online, but I knew there was a valve on the dash that said emergency shutoff, and I was like, I know this thing has an air shutoff, I'm pretty sure, but the cable was cut, it was undone. I started hunting that thing down. I found that flapper on the back of the blower, so I don't want to run it too long because I want to get fuel filters in this thing now that we got fresh fuel. I don't want to run it too long since I yanked them fuel filters out, but I want to get some fresh fuel filters in this thing. But it runs, guys. Heck yes. Let's see if it fires back up. Just as I suspected, my phone did die. Okay. I'm going to show you guys real quick this air shutoff valve that I was talking about. So let me show you that real fast. All right. So right there is what I'm talking about. And this, let's see if I can... So the cable's supposed to go in, clamp in here, and it's supposed to hook in here, and it's supposed to pull this up. And when it pulls this up, this down here just springs up. I believe it just, the vacuum of the supercharger sucking through it just opens it. But then you have to manually reset this because this one down here doesn't manually reset. This one holds this one out of the way, or holds it open. But once you flip this one up right here, this springs around and it closes. So that explains it. Unhook the battery. I was going to see how it started real quick. However, I'm not too worried about that. Here's the shutoff that is currently disconnected. Someone disconnected it prior. I think it's actually broke or something, best I can tell. Looks to be broke. And you know the crazy part of it is early in the video, 2 days ago, a couple days ago, I actually said that I just really felt like it was an air supply issue. I ended up sticking my phone down in the intake a few times trying to figure it out and never could find anything. I ended up being right. But anyways, it's got fresh fuel in it now. I know what fuel filters I need. So we're making a ton of progress. Well guys, that's the end of this episode. Between got stung on my fingers by some wasps, burnt my finger because the ground clamp was so hot on the jumper cables, didn't even realize, and busted my knuckle about 2 or 3 different times on the same injection line trying to get it loose, multiple different times. It ended up not even being a fuel issue, it ended up being an air issue, which, hey, like I said, sometimes I just overthink things. But we did end up figuring it out. It does run, it runs great. So in the next episode, we're probably gonna bleed the clutch up and see if I can't move this thing around the yard and see if maybe the brakes kind of work. Hopefully they work. We'll see what happens. So thanks for watching, guys. Make sure you tune in for next episode.